One man willing to embrace new techniques, who also came with a reputation for physical fitness, was former Scotland international John Collins. Collins had played in the French league for Monaco.
I look back now and it was probably the best move in my life. Not just in football, but in seeing things from a different perspective. From a football and a training point of view, it was the hardest 2 years of my career. Morning, afternoon, double sessions, regular training camps. It was 7 days a week, strict diets, body fats. But when you want to get to the top and stay at the top, that's why they produce champions. They do it right, they train properly.
In 2006, John Collins was appointed Hibs manager. His ambition was to bring the work rate of the players up to the level he had experienced in France. Early the next year, his team reached the League Cup final. In the weeks before the match, he was keen to push the players to an even higher level of fitness.
Went to the board and says, look, can I get a training camp? For me, it was the perfect 5 days preparing. But some of the players weren't happy. They thought they were going on a stag night. They thought they wanted nights out, but Scottish training camp and a French training camp is worlds apart. And there was only one way I was going to do it, and that was the way I did it as a player. The training camp was a huge success. What do you want from a training camp? No injuries. Come back, ready to go, and that's exactly what we got. No injuries. Came back for the cup final, and they put on the performance of their lives. I was proved it was the right way to do it. We played terrific.
And Stephen Fletcher nets the 5th goal.
Very rarely you win a cup final with 5 goals and a terrific performance. So it was a special moment. Maybe this most special moment in my career, I've got to say, certainly. Hampden, Hibs fans singing Sunshine and Leith at the end of it. I'd lost my father a couple of months before, so it was a sad time, but I was on the park thinking he would have loved to have been there singing and hearing that. That would have been special for him, but for me it was a great feeling.
Despite that success, Collins found himself in the middle of a player rebellion. They had complained to the club chairman about the training regime.
Talk of unrest in the Hibs dressing room persists tonight, despite manager John Collins' attempt to calm the waters.
There was a few complaints. They didn't get their own way, but there's 2 ways of looking at it. Of course, you've got to try and keep players happy. But I think it's more important that the players keep the coaching staff happy. But trust me, the way I did it was what I thought was right for them as individual players, to make them better young players.
He had taken the team to their first trophy for 16 years, but the damage was done. Collins departed Hibernian, saying he had achieved all he could.